Okay, I've never played Mouthwashing before. I know nothing about it other than it's a very successful, critically acclaimed indie horror game. I've seen some people talk about it on social media, but I don't know anything about the plot or anything like that, so excited to check it out. Also, don't know if the audio balance is right, so let me know if it's off here when we get started. Thank you, Turnus. Appreciate that. How have you been? English, please. Mouthwashing.
You're super awesome.
Thanks. Appreciate that. Creepy looking guy. Game's a touch quiet. I'm turning it up a little bit here. Options. Let's turn dialogue up as much as we can. Subtitles, please. I'm gonna turn head bob off. On a controller, which I assume is fine. Tulpar. Or that's supposed to make me think of Tulpa. Crew of 5. Planned shipment duration 382 days. I hope this hurts. Yeah. I really like the original Alien. Aliens is good too, but 0 days before the crash. Okay. Stream warning. It's locked. Immediately do the wrong thing, which is funny. Nothing else to be done. Little key here. Take emergency key. Like this game's art style. Code scanner required. Anya. Disengage autopilot. Okay. Great opening. Big fan. Game looks great. Giddy up, Galaxy. Don't be daft. Might turn it up more once we get dialogue. We'll see. Seems okay at the moment. The exact same corridor I was just in. Now I've got a flashlight. make me turn around and see something spooky. Hi there. Do have a sprint button, okay. Should have a way to lock, I think. God. Pretty freaky. A really good opening. I can disengage the lock, I don't think. Whoa! That was pretty good. Well, they did that sound to make it sound like my game was crashing. 2 months after the crash. The only thing worse than dying slowly is not getting paid. Good. Blue-collar space workers, also very alien. Dude, I'm really corked a kid once. Started on a ship in the style of Alien, was told to avoid a collision course with an asteroid or some kind of body. Character was forced to set the ship on course with that body and then use an override to turn off the autopilot. So there was some kind of crash that happened. And there was some spooky stuff. Okay, acquire the code scanner. Teamwork is the soul of success. HR complains about poor team synergy may result in collective punishment.
Polle says, teamwork makes the dream work. Yay!
Do not indulge in over 5 hours of rest. Later deliveries will be docked from personal credits. Medical expenses will be docked. Okay. So nice seeing that, like, every indie dev is radicalized and based now. Insulation foam that was automatically discharged when the hull breached. Okay. For the long haul. Water, gelatin, sweetener, and tonic. Cool. Water. Do not ingest shower and or sink water. Only designated water is safe for consumption. Chew before swallowing. Captain access only. Okay, we've seen this now twice. Only for crew morale boosting activities. Sugar and sweetener should never be mixed. Nutrition pouches. cake mix recipe. So they've just water, gelatin, and sweetener. Okay. The Pony Express's specialty mocktail. I'm actually going to have to make one of those. Might turn the game up a little bit more. There's no real audio at the moment. Four months of food, less than the remaining air supply. Well, you guys should all have bidets. You know, this is a dystopian future. I love all the foam everywhere. It's a nice touch. Don't know the code for that. Don't have the scanner. Cockpit utility cargo. Okay. Make sure I don't miss anything here. Try going to the cockpit. Solid wall of foam. Okay, so there's an air seal, gotcha. Cockpit. Probably the way I want to go. This is 2 months after the crash. Can't use the rope. There's our code scanner. Says it's filled with foam. Okay, cargo. Four 4517. That's nice. You're standing in front of my thing, bro. All right, there's somewhere else that it required a code scanner. I guess it was in the cockpit proper. Can't even crouch. 739. The protection kit. Okay. Let me write some of this down really quick. $739 protection kit. Kind of almost feels like it's a deconstruction of like, you know, Resident Evil, Silent Hill kind of horror game. Main interaction you can do is 4517 cargo. Okay. If there's anything else I need to scan up through here, but I'll check. What's this guy's deal? Take painkillers or leave. The one who crashed us into the thing. Captain Curly. How you doing, man? Nice touch. Looks good. Not looking too good, buddy. That was like insanely loud, so I'm actually going to turn. I thought there was going to be substantially more dialogue. Let's just put that there with the audio settings I have right now. Let me know if it's too quiet again later. Got left. You okay? Why did Captain Curly try to kill us all?
Polle says, I love working on Tupor. It means I have a lot of friends. It also means I have responsibilities. Always remember to log your hours. Yay!
Make one of these later. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we're learning. 'Cause the opening scene was, presumably we were playing as Captain Curly, and we had to like set the ship on the collision course that led to the foam being everywhere, sealing us in. Okay, so this is 4517. If they had that opening spooky bit just to like Let us know. Yes, this is a spooky game. "7 days before the crash." Okay, now we're going back. It's a spaceship. It's like Alien 1. Okay, so I'm controlling Curly again. Can't expect me to perform miracles. Okay, so we're back in time before the crash now, and I'm playing guy in the bandages. Should I be worried? We are here for you. You are enough. All feelings are okay. You are valid. You are not alone. The broken vent's gonna come up later. Was Curly having hallucinations like all the time? Sorry. Still on the clock. That's sealed off in the present day. Already starting to wonder if we've seen Jimmy's face now. The fact that Curly's all bandaged up. And the ship's name is Tulpar, which makes you think of Tulpa. "20 years of backup power." No one's already in any of these. Pfft. Trying to fix the vent. You can unlock the axe case. Do not touch. $26.09 for the axe case. I'm just gonna write it down just in case. Okay. I can do it in mid. Okay, here we go. It's a little scary. Okay, so Curly was taking things pretty seriously before. We don't want him to have an axe. A little concerning. Cockpit. Teams are doing a good job of orienting me around the ship after the spooky opening scene. Oh, we're doing spooky again? Okay, cool. Curly's having a bad day. These scenes are really good. That is not where the cockpit is. Whoa. Got a night sky now. Good sounds. Why did you crash the ship? This game does a really good job of setting up the basic mystery. I really like stories like this that have a mastery of what the audience is meant to expect at any given moment. You're gonna be the mascot again. This is very dreamlike. You just go through the pool of blood. This is like a nightmare. I think this protection kit was already missing at the start of the game. You learn the code. Leave this here just in case. And at the beginning of the game, he had Anya's ID card in there. Which, what's that all about? Being able to complete your mandated tasks as a co-pilot efficiently and to your fullest capacity. I'm starting to suspect that he's my Tulpa or something. Whenever you show me a character whose like face is bandaged and they're unrecognizable, It feels like you're standing on the edge of a bridge with your feet in cement. He's got ocean madness. Here on Earth doesn't matter. An order to crash the ship? Let's see. News from corporate. Oh. I love all these fake crashes they do. It's cute. Yeah, this game, it plays like a nightmare. Hey, Yukapo, how you doing? Appreciate that. Uh-huh.
You're super awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that.
I do like attempts to make things feel like a nightmare. Super quiet in my ear, too.
Accident and life insurance. Time off for vacation. The employee working for a profitable business can maintain a savings account, own his own home, and have plenty of leisure to enjoy the peace and quiet of family life.
About that.
When investors receive a business operating at a
Okay, that's
profit can give its workers security and employee benefits. Operating at a profit.
normal. Fine. Yeah, I really like it. Kind of like nice looking PS1 aesthetic, basically.
Here, in fact, is the answer to a dream as old as man himself. A giant of limitless power at man's command. And where was it science found that giant? In the atom. A particle so infinitely small that it takes over 100 billion atoms to make up the head of a pin. Just as other millions and quadrillions of atoms are the tiny building blocks which make up everything in the world. Ships, and shoes, and sealing wax, and cabbages and kings. Although no one has ever here, in fact, is the answer to it.
Very fitting.
Step right up, folks. Here's the answer to your problems. Dr. Utopia's sensational new discovery, ISM. ISM will cure any ailment of the body politic. It's terrific. It's tremendous. Once you swallow the contents of this bottle, you'll have the bountiful benefit of higher wages, shorter hours,
ISM for
and
labor.
security. Enormous profits, no strikes. Remember, you're the big boss. Government control, no worry about votes, name your own salary. Bigger crops, lower cost. Why, ISM even makes the weather perfect every day.
The spooky skeleton. Love that. Dragon Breath presents. Hey, it's the thing. I really like the sound design in this too. Move the audio as though it was coming from the TV so that it's in my own ears. Maybe the fake crash again. Mouthwash? That's what we've been shipping. That's good. I like it. Mouthwashing. Yeah, that's a good point, Babe Ross. Really doing a great thing for society by shipping these. I get drunk on it. "15 years of sobriety popping like it says." That seems bad, Swansea. And I gave you an axe at one point. I love all the fake crashes. They do it like constantly. 6 days before the crash, okay. Break the news. Oh yeah, it didn't let me read this before. Can I read it now? After all these years, just like that. We're getting fired. Oh, jeez.
Duty.
The only one with clearance to make the cake. Okay. Bake a cake. Cake was 2341 for sweetener. It's water and gelatin, cake base, and sweetener. Where the actual dispenser is here. So 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, then there's other standard codes that I can do. 1324, we don't want that. 3142, 4213. The gelatin. Or 2. Okay. Mockery of sugar. Tastes like warm plastic. Gross. Water and gelatin first. Pull this thing. Hey, Babe Ross. Plain cake, and then we add sweetener. Amazing. Make a speech. We'll receive a paycheck for this delivery. Oh, they're going out of business. Okay. So they're just like stuck out here. It's pretty fucked up. Jimmy's mad. My life being a place I don't have to fucking escape. Abandon the crew but remain the model captain. None of that giant knife. Keep it locked up behind the scanner. How like slow they're making this. It's great. Another fake crash. It's a really smart way to skip between scenes 3 months after the crash. I really like this game so far.
Polle says, the Pony Express don't hold space for another.
Check on Curly. Was in medical. This character's not going crazy as far as we know. But nothing to keep him quiet once these are gone. Doesn't seem like he's doing all right. Find Anya. Chase me. Utilities still screwed. Hey, what's up? You gonna be gone when I come back? Yeah, I'm wondering what's going on with Anya. Did Jimmy, like, sexually harass her or something? It implied that he did. Did he do something really bad? Give Curly painkillers. Watch him not be there now. Doing a really good job of, like I said, getting the player to ask the right questions. Oh, he's still there. way they look at me. What could I even say? What'd she do? Hmm. Poor guy. Oh, crash again. Should have some. I like the Simlish sound effect they have when Curly's talking. It sounds like it's constantly backwards. Find a knife. Just mouthwash bottles everywhere. That's fucking great. I really like that. Normal, fine. Feast. I really like the lighting in this section. It's just enough that you can kind of see what you're doing. It's cool looking. Have to use the axe here. Good. Good, good, good. 4 months after the crash. Check on the crew. Not dead, just passed out. Bad breath ain't nothing but a dream. Let's confirm that there's no blood in the cockpit right now. I'd love to see more video games do the dream-like thing, because I feel like the medium is really well suited for it. Game has a pretty good command of its tone too so far. Encountered a lot of games like in this short horror genre that are much more interested in constant jump scares. Jump scares are fine, but I think often what's scary is the absence of the thing happening, right? Not all the medicine aboard was in my office. Strike too many in a weak spot, we'll get sucked into space. Oh, he still has the axe, okay. Big responsibility. Yeah, I agree, Ikpo. How big of a team made this game? Guess we'll find out when we get to credits. How you doing, Curly? Not so good, it seems like. Marketing team at Listerine. Find the hallway to medical. Oh, I see it. We could blow out the ship here. Painkillers. Deadly to ingest. That's like heavy duty painkillers compared to the oxycodone. Take responsibility. That was cool. Oh, this is cool. Chop up the foam, but not too much. Give Curly his fucking medicine. Take responsibility. And 500 milligrams, a shitload of it though. Really, I didn't realize that. That's nuts. Considering how much I take of other medications. 6 hours until Judgment. I like that. Hands won't stop shaking. Yeah, I've heard that about Tylenol, that it's like weird that it's even legal because of how theoretically dangerous it is. He's already missing. Two days before the crash. Dead pixel in the upper right corner. $237 days. Put a lock on the medical room door, but not in the sleeping quarters. Yeah. Worried about Anya. Safety.
Polle says.
The other side was the faster way, I think. I do like the way they desensitize you to the fucked up ship. She block it? Yeah, I think Jimmy's an abuser. I think Jimmy abused Anya in some way. Okay. They set that up earlier. Already mouthwash bottles everywhere. Wake Rock. How do we eventually get in there? Eight hours until Judgement. Do you keep fucking saying that? Cocktail? Okay, I don't have it on me. Was previously over here. Oh, freaky. That's cool. Not permitted to see what's there. Anya. Still help him. That's really cool. Take responsibility. It always turns me around when I go that way. Take care of it. Cool. That's pretty spooky. Scan, okay. Creepy. This is really good. I really like this game. Oh, didn't even see that at first. Be quiet. Blind beast, aimless and restless. You can't run from it. Yeah, it's really good. It's the worse the mascot telling me don't run, basically. Be quiet. Being quiet is hard. You gotta move pretty slow. This is good on a controller because you really have to just like barely hold the analog stick forward. I like that they have the little effect in the corner of the screen based on where it actually is. That's part of the horse that I'm staring at here. I can't do anything with it directly as far as I can tell. Close to me. Yeah, I haven't seen that effect before of having something showing you there's something behind you or to the side of you. That's a cool idea. Not in a horror game, I mean. Just running around in here. How loud it is if you move any faster than this. It might be possible that I can like walk through parts of it and then stop and slow down, but I don't want to risk it. Especially now that I'm this far into the section. The first spooky part was the, what's the other side? First spooky part was the mascot. Right next to me. It's like an evil hallucination pony. Slowly but surely we'll get there. Wow, it was like right behind me. Yeah, the sound design's really good. I have a recommendation that you play this with headphones. It's more horsehair. You just barely make it out the first time. Yeah, I like that it's like you can't run, so you try not running. I think it's very likely that you will see it the first time, right? Because you assume the problem is just running, not walking normally. It would be nice if there were checkpoints each time you pick the blood trail back up. It's probably possible to walk briefly and then switch back to crawling, essentially. Like I said, I don't want to risk it. Really like the sound. Now, this could be all hallucinated, the size of this, like, cargo hold. But I like them playing it up as just, like, impossibly huge. Turn up here. Should reunite me with the bloodstain, I think. You don't have to cross the horse corpse. Up, yep, there's the mascot on the left there. This would be a really earned jump scare if they wanted to just like interrupt me here anywhere on my path over to that mascot. Completely fair. They built up to it. Climbing on top of the boxes. Take the mouthwash. Take responsibility. By just using the mouthwash instead. Don't try to talk. That was a really cool segment. Okay, let's see. Knock him out. You're gonna fight him? Make him pass out. Oh, do you use the recipe for a mocktail in the kitchen? Yeah, they talked about that earlier. So it was water, gelatin, We don't have the 3D printer anymore, do we? Set up where his stuff is. Thank you, Kami. Appreciate that. Can't make the rest of it though, right?
You're super awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Cover up the taste. Creepy. I need to do something else first, I guess. I have to get the rest of it, the gelatin and the... have to find it somewhere, presumably. Water and tonic. Mouthwash, isopropyl. Okay. Got it. Spiked cocktail. Yep. Need to keep working together. Give it here. What a load of horse shit. Utility room key. I'll never get a good reference now. Dude, I think there's worse things afoot right now. I like the little swan. I don't know. I feel like Anya's in the right for locking us out. Cryostasis. And they let me come in here earlier in a flashback, so I knew it was in here. Damn, makes total sense. Four tuple. Yeah, they mentioned that you can stay in the pod for like 20 years safely. There's only one pod is why I did it. It's such a himbo. Jimmy's gonna make him do it. Jimmy fucking sucks, man. Fucked up, man. Did Anya do one day before the crash? Assume I'm Curly again. Find the gun. This game rules. Okay, that must be the protection thing in the cockpit. Have the code. It's 739. This one was 4517, but let me do it again, which is fine. It's been missing pretty much the entire time. How's it going, Anya? You doing okay? Nurse didn't get psych evals. I'm pregnant, probably with Jimmy's baby, which is fucked up. Told you, Captain. I like the whole, why would they lock the sweetener? Sure, he never gets it either. Not our sleeping quarters for safety. Six hours until judgment. I like they put you in control of the shitbag, Jimmy here. This is Jimmy's fault. Like that framing in the hallway too. Oh, you did, Jimmy? Shouldn't the captain go down with the ship? Get the gun again. I've definitely experienced some video games and movies where doing a nonlinear narrative is kind of like self-indulgent, but I think it's really important for the way it wants to drip feed information to you. He's mocking us. Oh, she've hit it. Still can't get into medical. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, it's open now. That's fucked. Curly's still alive. Sorry, Anya. $739. Hey, it's because I wrote it down earlier. Thanks, game. Protection kit. You right, Curly? Not yet. Nice. Zero days before the crash. I told him. Nothing that makes any difference. I like the idea that you... I suspected some shenanigans were afoot with Jimmy immediately, and they definitely did a good job of putting us on the trail of that, but I think that you would expect that, you know, the bandage monster man is the bad guy and not Jimmy, who you control pretty early in the game. Makes sense to me. Dude sucks. We'll fix this. This is your responsibility, Captain. Take responsibility. Yeah. Oh, nice. Like taking it out of your perspective there for a second. %. Oh, is the mouthwash gonna kill the baby? It's good. Fuck did you do, Jimmy? Jimmy, the one who doomed us. He couldn't live with his crime. always been playing as Jimmy. Well, at the beginning, you're led to believe you're playing as Curly. So you have to keep him quiet because he knows. Been a couple scenes where he played as Curly, obviously. There's the bullet wound. Captain Jimbo. Get the job done. Oh, that's fucked up. Take responsibility. Swansea's key. Oh. That's cool. That's where I sent Daisuke. Figure out what mangled him. This made it sound like it was something that Anya did when he climbed out. Yeah, all the scale is all like fucked up and dreamlike, right? That ladder earlier. Then Daisuke there looked like he was like a child. Turning back now. I literally have to turn back. Still gets me if I back up enough. I do like the kind of like forcing you to turn back repeatedly. That's very cool. On Game Boy. I love art. Keep trying to turn back. I'm literally not supposed to. Responsibility. Literally walking away from responsibility. Backing away from it. That's the vent that I made him go through, right? That's creepy. There's somewhere else I can go here. A different audio all the way in the back here. That's really great. I really like that scene. This game's had a lot of really good scenes. That scene is probably one of my favorite. Get it. Oh, cool. It's really good. Backing away from responsibility. Yeah, you're the one who did it. Oh, I love all the axes. Like you could adapt this story into a movie pretty reasonably, but like the basic idea, but it works really well as a video game. Flower again. Hey, thanks for the follow. Did I like execute him? Oh. They actually have you use shooter controls for that with the controller. Never used LT and RT up to that point. Beloved friend. Got a lot of blood on your hands, Jimmy. Take care of it. Hey, Cataster, how you doing? Shit. Got him. Missed him. Alright. Got a plan though. Like you're getting stalked by your guilt, essentially. Not like a monster or something. You have to like hold the button down, it's pretty tough. I'm gonna let me stay here, we'll see. Oh, it sure did. Let me just say, shut the fuck up and listen. Ears half cut up to my eyeball. Drunk, to put it mildly. I like these clips in the background. Those are the best days of my life. You a cowardly, selfish motherfucker. You can't even see it. I knew that Swansea was guarding the room the whole time because he knew that Jimmy was a piece of shit. I'm gonna fix everything. We're gonna make it. Fuck you. Take responsibility. Game has like an incredible emotional core. Yeah, it's really good. Oh, that's like out of Silent Hill 4, The Room. It's really good. I assume it's inspired by that scene, actually, in the hospital. The giant Eileen head. Yeah, I like that this game obviously has some inspirations. It's clearly inspired a bit by Alien, a bit by Silent Hill, but it's like, it's definitely its own thing. It's not just Schmilet, Schmill, or Schmalian. One of my favorite tricks in video games is the ability to do this with a hallway, right? Trick that enables, oh, this is fucked up. Trick that enables portal, right? It's a lot of cool sanity shit you can do. Take responsibility, Jimmy. I really like the pacing of this game too. It has some really good set pieces.
Tis old Mother Goose's birthday. We're giving her a party. A party. A party.
Assume these all trigger copyright issues, but we'll see.
The baker man, he served the cake. It was a sight to see.
Yeah. In fact, something being public domain makes it even more likely to get claimed, paradoxically. Because then somebody will record it and then put it in the system. We'll see, though. Curly's leg. Someday he'll thank me. It's fucked up. Connect all of them. Why are you keeping Curly alive? Ooh, what's the reasoning for that? Each of them only has 2, right? Oh, I see what we're doing here. We're trying to keep him from throwing it up. Gotcha. Okay, now I understand. Oh, cool. I'm controlling it. I like switching to the third-person view there. That's a nice touch. Fix it, Jimmy? This game uses a lot of fixed camera angles, even though they give you control. I miss this in horror. It makes me sad about the Silent Hill 2 remake. I haven't played it, obviously, but I feel like the fixed camera angles in Silent Hill are, like, so good. And whoever finds us, I'll still be playing the villain. We'll be the better man in the end, like you wanted. Is he just gonna, like, get away with it? Go in the cryopod? I'm taking responsibility. Take responsibility. B. For the baby. I have to like listen for the sound, right? Follow the sound. Another one we have to find here. Game feels like Lynchian. Clean. Hope this hurts. Really gets rid of that bad taste in your mouth, huh? Yeah, I hear ya. Said this when I saw the TV glow, but I'm really glad we seem to now be in a future where we can consume media that's inspired by Twin Peaks Season 3. Creepy baby monster. Fortunately, it's a centipede. Got super quiet there. That was freaky. A lot of the game works here on the sound design, I think. Yeah, it's Anya's. Oh no, it's Jimmy's. Everybody's. Okay. Everybody's bought Anya's? Mouthwash bottles are such a, like, unique idea. Pony Express is dead, and so are you. Sorry. It's at the moon with the dead pixel. Oh, thanks for the kind words, Alex. Happy people are able to see it. I'm working on a sequel right now about RS3. Should be out in 2026, probably. Feel guilty about making him take the blame for everything you did. 0 hours before Judgment. Ooh, the dark there is good. Go home. This is a really good long hallway. Oh, that's sad and fucked up, but it makes sense. I keep coming back to that. This Curly saw everything. We fixed it. Can you fix it, Jimmy? Yeah, that makes sense. Judgment. I like that Curly is literally just a victim. You're like, oh, he's gonna be a big scary monster. He's gonna chase you. You come back, he's gonna be gone. This game rules. This game is fucking really, 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 really good. Really good. I heard it was quite popular. Oh, that's a really small team too. Okay, we got a few more people to help with it, I see. I heard it was quite popular, which I don't want to say I hope it's not popular in a, like, you know, get elementary school kids to do a inexpensive indie game with a couple jump scares in it way, right? But I don't know, if they're exposed to good art, then go for it, guys. I hope they get their bag. I hope the creators get their bag. And even if the kids are just enjoying it on a surface level, that's fine. It happened with Undertale, right? Quick Reflex is the publisher. Okay. No, well, for sure, Eternus. I just mean it from the perspective of, like, Curly, Curly isn't like a monster, right? Like, I thought that would be the really stupid way to do this, would be to have him, like, stalking you through the ship or whatever, like... Yeah, absolutely, like... Anya comes to him repeatedly, and he doesn't really do anything about it. He's, like, anti-conflict about it. Yeah. Curly as Pyramid Head would have been the dumb version of Mouthwashing, exactly. Yeah, and it immediately ditches the Five Nights at Freddy's thing. It's not at all what it's about, right? Yeah. Taking Anya seriously, taking the whole situation seriously. Like, to me, that's the original sin, right? Is she comes to the captain, and I think it happens like 3 times, she tells Curly, and Curly just kind of brushes it off and says, don't worry, it's going to be okay. Most fan art excludes Jimmy. Yeah, I think they handled that in a way that also could have been gratuitous. The ultrasound part was pretty creepy. The part where you're crawling through what kind of looks like a fallopian tube, or uterus, right? And then it's like, oh, it's Jimmy, but is it Jimmy, right? They did a really good job with just about all the visuals in the game. Like I said, the sound design was incredible. I liked all the segments. I liked the beginning, middle, and end. They all felt really distinct from each other. Jimmy's obsession with the horse, symbolizing how he blames work and doesn't take responsibility for his action. Right, because he's thinking about it as, oh, it's my shitty job. When Anya dies, there's like no commentary at all. That's a good point. Yeah, I guess I caught on to the Jimmy is awful thing really quick. Anya said something and I was like, whoa, fuck this guy. I think it's like, it might even be in the first 20 minutes of the game that they say something like that. Apologize to Curly and the horse, but not Anya. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and she's like, she's made to be this like background character in the story, right? Because we're seeing most of it from Jimmy's perspective, so she's like meaningless to him, even though the most fucked up thing that happens in the story is what he does to her. Yeah, Swansea's good. I like that they kind of misdirect you a little bit with Swansea, where you're like, is he gonna go crazy and axe murder everybody? I guess I was on to the idea that Jimmy was the real villain pretty fast, but that's just from consuming a lot of media like this, right? It was still very enjoyable, though. Yeah, Swansea admits his errors, how the awful parts about him are what he feels define him. Jimmy thinks he's the hero and that he's saved everyone. See, I fixed it. Yeah. You didn't fix anything, dude. This isn't a sci-fi universe where they're gonna wake up Curly and put him back together and, like, you know, magically heal him. Everything's ruined, and you didn't even really take responsibility in the end at all, right? I like that there's kind of the surface level aspect of, oh, this poor guy Jimmy. Yeah, I like the dead pixel scene too. Yeah. I think there's a lot of layers to it. I was able to, you know, primarily vibe with it for most of the story. Maybe that's part of its, like, popularity, is the ability to, like, go back and kind of decode what all the scenes mean. You know, it's excellent. I'd love to play more games that are like this. And if this developer ever puts out anything else, please let me know. Put it on Subblock, put it on the voting system. I'd be very interested in playing it. This game has given me, like, infinite trust in them for whatever projects they ever do in the future. I really had a blast. It's really, really good.